Hello everybody, it's Elvis Parker-Jones here back with a brand new movie review. Today we're doing Happy Death Day. Now this is an improvised movie review, so bear with me here. Alright, so Happy Death Day is directed by Christopher Landon. If you don't know who that is, he's the person who directed the most recent Paranormal Activity marked ones. He wrote the screenplay of the other Paranormal Activity movies, and he also directed Scout's Guide to Zombie Apocalypse, and also wrote Disturbia as well. Alright, and this stars Jessica Roth, and that's pretty much about it. That's kind of like the biggest star of the movie, and that's the main female lead. The other characters are great, but they're not really any names you probably need to know. Now, this movie starts off with our character, Jessica Roth, Tree as she's known, and it's her birthday. And you figure out throughout the film that her birthday has some significant meaning to her, tied in with her mother. And so the story goes along, and she experiences this death, and this person murders her, and she thinks it's a joke, but then it's actually real. And she's on her way to this surprise party at this fraternity house, and she leaves and then finds this killer just waiting for her and then kills her. And then she wakes up, and the day repeats itself. It's kind of like Edge of Tomorrow, Groundhog Day, and a handful of others. The day repeats. So you kind of get her freaking out. First time she does it again, she's freaking out. She doesn't do anything different. But then after a while, she starts getting smarter, but she's also realizing that the deaths are taking a toll on her. So she hatches a plot with Carter Davis is the character's name. He's the boyfriend, I would just want to say. And he's in his dorm room, and he's the guy that always wakes up right next to her. And after a while, she just starts to grow to him, and she starts, actually forming a relationship with him and changing herself for the better. So I think overall, this movie is pretty solid. It's interesting. It's teasing. It's kind of like who is the killer. It kind of teases that this guy is the killer. That's a serial killer and crazy and psycho on the loose. But it has a pretty good twist. And I'm going to say the twist at the end. So if you don't want to hear it, just don't listen to the end, because there will be major spoilers for the whole film, though. We'll ruin it for you and make it not worth seeing if you hear it, probably. So she goes on, and she starts getting smarter, and not only that, but she's also changing herself in the day. She's being nicer to people that she wasn't, because she is kind of a spoiled, bratty asshole. But she plays it well. She plays that you want to root for this character a little bit. And I'm a semi-fan of horror films. I mean, I think the newer ones just rely on jump scares. But this wasn't really a horror film, I wouldn't say. I'd say this was more like a suspense thriller, even comedy at times, because it has a lot of comedic moments. But I think by the end she becomes a different person, has some character growth throughout it, and really shows that she has changed through all these experiences for the better. And we kind of see her fix her relationship with her father because her mother passed away, and that's why her birthday is always so sad, because her and her mother had the same birthday. So you kind of just get a little sliver of information here and there throughout the movie if you pay attention. And it all starts linking up. Now she ends up... Now this is where the spoilers are going to come in, so if you don't want to know who the big baddie is at the end of the film, please stop this video right now and go watch the film. Alright, now that you've been warned, the killer is someone I kind of expected, actually. I was kind of thinking, because I actually had heard a different review, but they didn't give away the spoiler in it, and I was really just wanting to know who the hell was this killer in Happy Death Day. It was kind of like, who the hell is it? And nowhere online would tell me. So, she basically kills the serial killer dude, and then the day has to repeat itself, and she doesn't realize why. But then, at the very end, she connects it, because it was the cupcake that she ate that her friend, Lori is the character's name, Ruby McDine is the actress's name, but she is her roommate who is a nurse, or a practicing nurse, and that is how she got connection to the psycho killer and tried to frame him for all the killings. But she in reality just really despised Tree, because Tree was a terrible roommate, I believe. Does she deserve to be killed? No, that's a little psychotic. But so she poisons the cupcake, she follows her around, she knows it's her birthday, and she's a complete stalker in a sense. And she figures it out, and Tree ends up actually fighting with her, tussling it in, and then pushing her out the window at the last second, killing her. So she does get to be the top one in the end, and live, and get the guy, and fix her family stuff. So it all kind of works out in the end, but she has to go through all this crap to get there. So that's what I kind of like. She didn't really get this free pass sort of thing. So I think in the end, I would give this movie about a 6 out of 10, maybe a 5 out of 10. It's slow. The characters aren't very memorable, but I believe the lead did what she could. And I thought the twist, though a little predictable, was also pretty fun to find out because I didn't know for sure. I had a feeling it was her just because no roommate would honestly give that much of a shit in a fraternity house, or a sorority, I should say, sorry, about somebody's birthday. I'm sorry. All the characters clearly didn't show that, so I thought something was up. Why would she make this cake from, why would she make this cupcake from scratch and give it to her? But then it makes sense. It's a poison cupcake. She's really the killer. So overall, it was a great film. I suggest checking it out. Maybe not spending your money worth it. Maybe just go stream it online for free. And let me know in the comments section who you thought was the killer. Because I honestly, for a while, thought it was one of the dudes. I thought it was the dude's roommate, actually. I thought he was jealous or something. But it wasn't. It ended up being this girl. So hope you guys enjoyed the review. Hope I didn't spoil it for you. And I will see you guys soon. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. Goodbye.